the wrong kind of place to be thinking of you. It's the wrong time for somebody new. It's a small crime, and I got no excuse. Is that right? Yeah, to give my gun away when it's loaded. That right? Yeah. If you don't shoot it, how am I supposed to hold it? That right? Yeah. To give my gun away when it's loaded. That right? Is that right with you? No. Awake from your sleep, the drying of your tears today. We escape, we Pack and get dressed before you fall. The here's us before all hell breaks loose. It always goes like this. Could have predicted it. I'm so naive to think you loved me for me. Kissed as I ran upstage, too old to play this game. I guess you're still growing up at 30. Were you surprised by me when you took me home? When the glamour wore off, reduced to skin and bone, I can't even tell who you want to know. I'm a goddess on stage, human when we're I don't want it, and I don't want to want you. But in my dreams I seem to be more honest, and I must admit you've been in quite a few. 'Cause Halley's comet, it comes around more than I do. But you're all it takes for me to break a promise. Silly me to fall in love with you. With you. I don't even know myself at all. I thought I would be happy, but no. But the more I try to push it, I realize and it's just a spark, but it's enough to keep me going. And when it's dark out, no one's around, it keeps glowing. Leave me out with the waste. This is not what I do. It's the wrong kind of place to be thinking of you. It's the wrong time for somebody new. It's a small crime, and I got no excuse. Is that alright? Yeah. Give my gun away when it's loaded, that alright, yeah. If you don't shoot it, how am I supposed to hold it, that alright, yeah. To give my gun away when it's loaded, that alright, is that alright with you? No. Sleep, the drying of your tears today. We escape, we escape. Before you fall, the heat is before, oh, hell breaks loose. It always goes like this. Could have predicted it. I'm so naive to think you loved me for me. Kissed as I ran upstage, too old to play this game. I guess you're still growing up at 30. Were you surprised by me when you took me home? When the glamour wore off, reduced to skin and bone, I can't even tell who you want to know. I'm a goddess on stage, human when we're I don't want it, and I don't want to want you, but in my dreams I seem to be more honest, and I must admit you've been in quite a few. 'Cause Halley's comet, it comes around more than I do. but you're all it takes for me to break a promise. Silly me to fall in love with you. With you. I don't even know myself at all. I thought
Good afternoon, my beautiful beans, and welcome to the Saturday show. I hope you're all having the most amazing weekend. Let me tell you, I'm having a 10 out of 10 weekend so far. It has been nothing but fabulousness. And I've got to say, beans, I baked the best cake of my entire existence yesterday. I mean, this thing had it all. It was moist, but it was light and fluffy. It was the perfect amount of sweetness. It was the most delicious amount of creaminess. It was the most gorgeous looking thing. It was just an absolute 10 out of 10. It was so good. I vlogged the whole thing, so you are going to be able to follow the recipe. If you want to be able to recreate that cake, you can. And you know why it went so well? It went so well because I followed a recipe. Other than changing one thing, I followed a recipe exactly. I did reduce the sugar, as I always will, because they added maybe 5 times the amount of sugar that I added in the end, and it was still, in fact, it could have been less sweet in my opinion, even my one, which was way reduced. So anyway, hi. Hi my beautiful beans. Materade. Hi. Thank you for that 100-bit cheer. You say lit was the most. Lit was the most. The most? What did I say? I'm confused. I'm immediately lost, Materade. Hi, Infrared Spectre. You say happy release weekend, Venus. You look lovely in lilac today. Thank you so much, Infrared. I bet you look lovely in whatever you're wearing today. Flinglish, it's a pleasure to have you here. You say I love cake, as do I. Veni Vidi Vicky Boy, it's a pleasure to have you here. IHTFP. Hello, my sweet bean. Monkey Manu. Hi, my angel. Boris is here too. Hi, Boris. How's your weekend going, Boris? Are you having a good one? Also, hello to Wakenawan, coming in with a very, very incredible 49-month resub. Wakenawan, you're an absolute treasure. Thank you so much. Not only have you been resubscribing for 49 months, but there is a tier 3 subscription right there. Thank you so much. You say hi, Venus, and hello to the mods, and yo, what's up to my fellow bees? Hi, sweet Wakenawan. How's your weekend? Thank you so much for being such a freaking angel. Materade, thank you for gifting us up to Jerry Jr. and IHTFP. Thank you so much. Oh my word. Materade says, well, I can't type. It was the most, referring to everything in the cake being the most. Don't mind me. Coffee's still kicking in. Materade, I'm with you now. Look, a minor typo is all it takes to throw all of us off. And I know that better than everyone because I am the absolute queen of typos. I rarely correctly write a sentence. It's a rare thing, a very rare thing to see a sentence written correctly by me. Materade, thank you for gifting a sub to Oliver Real. Now, is it just my eyes, or are we out of focus? There's the focus button. Right, maybe I just need to move a little closer. Maybe I just need to get in there. That's it? Yeah, I think that's the focus button. I just think I was just slightly too far away, huh? I think I was just a bit far away. I've just, did you move it?
It's very sensitive, you have to do it each time.
Is it on autofocus?
This one, no, it's the one with the new...
Oh, you're changing it. All right, so if I sit here, this is my optimum place. Beaver Baz is fixing it. I'll tell you when. Yeah, that's it. Oh, a little bit back. Sorry, no, oh, blurrier. I think there. I think there. Very hard for me to tell. Blurrier. Much blurrier. There. Little, oh, I honestly don't know. Compared to what it was, that looks good, but there. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah. I think the problem is I'm moving. Yeah, yes, that's good. That's good, Dan. Yeah, we're good. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I lose the ability to tell what's blurry at a certain point. Also, my eyesight's not the best, so so probably whatever I see will be slightly blurry. If I'm here, that's good, huh? If I'm there. it takes both lens adjustment and body adjustment. Is that good? There. If I'm sitting here, this is good. Okay, huh? You think we can do better than that? Beaver Bear says we can do better. Yeah, I'm comfy here. It's just minorly blurry, huh?
This is such a sensitive.
We got a brand new camera setup going on over here, and it's got a wonderful lens. Blurrier. There. That's it. But now the camera's moved a little bit to that side. Yeah. That's bang on. That's really good. Whoa. IHTFP, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Gentnix. Thank you so much. Thank you, Andy, for the 100-bit cheese. You say, all aboard the Release Party Express. No, is there a train already? Surely not. Let me go back into... Oh, God. Beans, I haven't sung a song yet. You simply can't start gifting and going crazy right now. We can't. Look, we've had the maddest couple of weeks now of streaming. It's been insane. And our sub number is 1,169 monthly subs, which is just stupidly high. It's stupidly high. So thank you so much, everybody, for being so sweet. Thank you for the absolute bucket loads of support that you've brought over the last couple of weeks of streaming. It's been off the charts. It's been off the chain. It's been off the tracks. The trains have been going off the tracks. But you are forbidden from starting a stream like that. I can't accept it. I'm going to dive right into a song to immediately derail this train, okay? That's what we're doing. I'm taking control of this stream. I'm taking the lead, the reins, and I'm going to steer us into the direction of a calm, chill, completely unexciting Saturday show, which is what we need for our overstimulated brains. Look, the beans have done enough uprising. You all deserve a break. You deserve a rest. This is your day off. This is your time to sit back, close your eyes, and just chill. Keep the gaze says, train, you say? Okay then, choo-choo. Look, saying choo-choo and being all cute, which you are doing very well, doesn't let you off the hook. However cute you might be, you're still going to get yourself put in detention, okay? That's the way today goes. We're going to be extra strict today. We're going to be extra on it. We're not going to let any beans get away with any nonsense. With this new close-up camera angle, I'm highly aware of how much I need to do my roots. I've been putting it off because it's just a mammoth task. Doing my own hair is it's a highly, highly fraught experience. And I love it and I hate it. And I want to do it and I don't want to do it. And I have to do it every 6 weeks because look how dark my natural colour is. What even colour is that? Is that black? It looks black against the blonde, doesn't it? Whoa. Who knows? Who knows what colour that is? I feel like it's not really got any colour to it. It just looks like it's not brown. There is no brown in that. It's dark. It's an unspecified dark colour. None of us know exactly what it is. But all we do know is I need to touch up my roots because it would look really nice. Because look how good this blonde colour's gotten. This has taken a lot of work. And if I can just match that to this, then we're flying. Then we're having a good time. Right. Oh, in other news, oh my God, I had such a good night last night. Last night, I went to a climbing gym party. One of my besties, George, you've seen Georgie in chat before. It was his birthday, and we had a George-themed party that we threw for him where we got everybody to dress as a George, whether it was him or a famous George. And it was so fun. I went as George and the Dragon. I was George, Rome was the Dragon. There were a lot of other George and the Dragons there. To my surprise, I was not the only one that thought of that. There were also, I think, 3 George Weasleys, and there were 3 George and the Dragons. And our friend George, whose birthday it was, he was one of the George and the Dragons too. But my favourite George and the Dragon costume was done by 6-year-old Rosie, and she came with a George and the Dragon, most incredible quality outfit, with a dragon that she was riding. It was incredible. And the dragon roared and had glowing red eyes and was just awesome. Someone else came as a George Foreman grill, which was it was also, I was almost going to go as that, but I could have never done it as good as this girl did it. She smashed it. This girl called Alice, she made the whole George Foreman grill, and that sat over her body like so. And then if you lifted up the front of the grill, she had taped to her front all of these different pictures sellotaped onto her top of grilled meats, and then she had an extension cord with a plug drawn in pen down her leg. It was amazing. The effort everyone went to with their costumes was so good. The Armour Corps, thank you so much. Armour Corps, sorry, I will remember that. Armour Corps, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to our... You are, look, I'm retelling it. I got distracted from the fact that you are going to go straight to detention. Armour Corps in detention with you. Thank you so much for gifting 5 pairs of wings to our beans. CJ Chimera, Smalley Shao, Let's Go Champs, Rincewind, and Vex have all received the gift of flight. Thanks to you. Thank you so very much. Armour says, all aboard, Armour, you are not allowed. The bean uprisings are done, and I'm back in charge now. Okay. May Therese says, only in Britain would there be any George and the Dragon, much less multiple George and the Dragons. There were 3. There were 3 of us. Wait, is that all there was? Yeah, there were 3 of us. It was so funny. Oh my God. We had one George. I thought there'd be loads of George in the Jungles. There's only one George in the Jungle. There was 2 or 3 George Weasleys. I think there was 3. Yeah, there was 3 George Weasleys. And there was 3 George and the Dragons. There was 2 Curious George the Monkey. And there was 1 George from Peppa Pig. And no, in the end, there was 3 Curious Georges. There were lots of outfit repeats. There were lots of people who dressed the same, which was really funny. It made it all the better. Just a bunch of triplets. But it was so... I just love a dress-up part. I love a theme. I love going to somewhere where I can just have a lot of fun and get creative with a costume. OBS says, was there a George from Rainbow, though? No, there was not. I don't know who... The sound went again. I don't know who George from Rainbow is. Crew of Godzilla saw. It's a pleasure to have you. You say sounds amazing. It was a lot of fun. It was so much fun, and all of it at a climbing gym made it all the more fun. Loose Arrow, you are being so generous. Thank you so much. How are you, my love? I hope you're having a beautiful day. Anyone else that's just joined, welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, Jack level 6. Thank you, Jack, for your 39th month. You say, hello, good morning, my dear Venus. Hello to you. Good morning, my dear Bean. How are you, Jack? Thank you so much for resubscribing for your 39th month. 39 months. It's just mind-blowing numbers here. Right. Well, I suppose that we will dive straight into some music. Shall we not? Hello, Rumi's Mirror and Peanut. It's a pleasure to have you here. Okay. First song of the stream. I need something to ease in. My voice is a mystery to me today because I actually, by the end of the party last night, had a bit of a croaky voice. It tends to happen to me at parties. And so we've got to wake her up gently with something that we all feel comfortable with, something soothing and soft and just a good tester. Do you know what I mean? Do you know the vibe I'm going for? I think you do. Something like Turning Page by Sleeping at Last. In fact, why not just make it that very song? Turning Page by Sleeping at Last. So I'm building my first deck at the moment. I've never built a deck, and I mean an outdoors deck, like you put your garden furniture on. And so far, I've laid the pallets down and made them all even, and then I've put a lining underneath so that no plants can grow through. And then we went and collected the wood today to put on top. And I've been doing it on my own because Rowan did his back in. But his back is a lot better, so he'll be helping me with the cladding, which is good because I don't know how to clad a deck. I don't know how to do that. But we've gone and selected the pieces of wood, and I'll be learning how to do that. A lot of fun. It's more easy than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be impossible, but it's actually all those kinds of things. Once you get going, they're actually just doable. Made to rate. Thank you for gifting a sub to Marco. Thank you. How are you, Marco? You say, why are you simply the best ever? No, you. How are you, my love? Right. Turning Page by Sleeping at Last. Wow, what's happened to the chord chart now? What the heck is going on with this thing? Why have they changed it all? Oh my God, there's no need for them to do that. Lord, it was working fine. They didn't need to touch it. How do I do the auto scroll now? Oh my God, why have you put it all at the top? This makes no sense. They've just done a really unintuitive change around. I mean, I'll get used to it, but I don't like change. They just did this at my local supermarket. They changed the whole thing around, and I've just been stressed when I go in. I've just been lost. I've just felt aimless. I go in there, I'm like, I don't freaking know where the broccoli is. Where are you keeping eggs these days? I don't know. I like to know where things are. I like a routine. And when things change, I get disgruntled until I get used to it, and then I want it to stay like that. And then when it changes again, I'm like, put it back to the other time that you changed it. You know what I mean? I'm a creature of habit. I like what I know, and I know what I like. Maid Teresa says, we fear change. We fear change. I mean, I know change is the most healthy and most wonderful part of being a human, and we are all changing all the time, and it is the most wonderful thing that we could hope for. And at the same time, hey, slow down, change. Slow down. I want a bit of familiarity. I want some I know exactly what's going on here vibes. Do you know what I mean? Just not all the time. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I need to change. I'm going to change everything in my life. I'm going to change my entire house around. But that's a very rare day where I'm feeling particularly wild. And today's not one of those days. I feel like you need to have had a really good sleep in order to really be able to embrace change. You need to be feeling robust. Thank you to that anonymous angel. No! For keeping the train going. You're not meant to do that. You're meant to be entirely distracted by the fact that I have just started playing the piano, and now the train is supposed to be forgotten, long forgotten. But no. Anyway, God, you distracted me. What am I doing? Turning page by sleeping. Oh yeah, we're testing out my voice. We're seeing what we can get out of her. She doesn't sound normal to me today. She sounds a bit strange, even just talking. And I have not tried singing yet. I've waited 100 years. I'd wait 1,000,000 more for you. Nothing prepared me for what the privilege of being yours would do. If I had only felt the warmth within your touch, if I had only seen how you smile when you blush, or how you curl your lip when you concentrate enough, I would have known what I was living for. What I've been living for. Your love is my turning page, where only the sweetest words remain. Every kiss is a cursive line, every touch is a redefining phrase. I surrender who I've been for who you are. Nothing makes me stronger than your fragile heart. If I had only felt how it feels to be yours, then I would have known what I was living for, what I've been living for. Though we're tethered to the story we must tell, when I saw you, well,
tell it well with a whisper. We will tame the vicious seas like a feather. Bring the kingdoms to the knee.
The first song of the stream, that was a song by Sleeping at Last, and that one is called Turning Page. Oh my god, I've just noticed not only have they changed the layout of this chord site, but they've changed the font of the titles, which actually I kind of dig. They've made it really bold. Actually, I like the font. That you know what, that's a bit of change I can agree with right there. Honey, how are you, honey, my sunshine soul? I hope you're having a fabulous time. Make sure it is not the font. Don't worry, I think we're okay with the font. I think that's the only part I really am immediately comfortable with is the font. Because it's just clear, it's immediate clarity, and I do love clarity. I like being able to read things. I like bold writing. I like it when I'm like, I know what those letters are immediately, without a shadow of a doubt. Unlike when I go for an eye exam, and at which point I don't know what the letters are, mostly. Now, Marcus says, can I add a little suggestion? I would love to have something like a V's choice in the song list. I mean, you are simply scary good, so sometimes I can't choose what I want to hear. So hang on, I've lost the rest of that message. So you could pick something for me, V. That's such a good idea. Let's just stick a song in the song list that's just called V's choice. We might actually already have that. I feel like we do. Maybe we don't. But I feel like we do. But if we don't, we'll definitely add that. Rooster, thank you for resubscribing for subscribing for the first time and using your Twitch Prime. Thank you, Rooster. And Flam Sign coming in with a 40-month resub. Whoa. Thank you, Flam Sign, for your incredible support. You say, oof, turning 40. Bless you, Flam, thank you with all my heart. Hello and welcome to anyone that has joined whilst I have been singing. Kentai, by the way, hi. Kentai, I just gave this such a good polish and I had such a good time doing it. Something I love is polishing silver. I really get something out of it. Every time I polish silver, especially if I've let the silver get to the point where it's really turning like to a very murky colour, it's so satisfying. And now look at her, she's glistening, she's gleaming. So Kentai handmade me this. This is hand forged by the elves themselves, Kentai. And I love this necklace with all of my heart. In fact, this is one of those necklaces that's so precious to me that I'm often actually scared of taking it off my jewellery hanger because I'm so afraid of losing this. So I'm extra mindful with wearing this, and I make sure I just wear it for shows. I don't wear it on anything where I could break off the chain when I'm out and about because I am so afraid that I might drop it and lose it. I love it so much. It's one of my most precious things I own. I love it. Jack says it's a lovely pendant. It's my heart and wings emote. Do you see that? I don't know if you can see from here, but wait, maybe this camera. Wait, no, this camera. Maybe you'll be able to see this really clearly on this nice close one. So you see that? Handmade by Kenta. Oh, I love it so much. Love it. It's such a beautiful necklace. Anyway, she's freshly polished. She's freshly shined, and she's safely around my neck. Infrared says, so Venus, what toppings do you add to your pizza? You know what? That's funny you asked that because last night I had just such a conversation with my friends at the climbing gym. Me, personally, I am a mascarpone cheese. I would like to have artichoke hearts. I like a few olives. I like a little touch of some sort of chutney, some sort of relish, like a... what's the word I'm looking for? Is it just called a chutney? Like those sort of sweet, yeah, I guess it's some sort of chutney sauce, like a sweet relishy thing, like I can't even think what it's called, like caramelized onion chutney. And I also love prawns on pizza, like a lovely juicy prawn. Like the night before last, I had the best pizza ever, and it was just that, everything I just said, and it was so good. Oh my god. I've also been partial to chicken, like chicken breast on pizza. I've liked that in the past with some sweet corn. I remember when I was younger, I used to always order from Domino's the one that had tuna and sweet corn on it, I used to love that because tuna, sweet corn and cheese is a wonderful mixture. It just sort of tasted like a tuna melt. I always like any vegetable on a pizza pretty much. Not a massive fan of peppers. I like chili peppers, but not sweet peppers. I used to live on sweet peppers. I can't really eat sweet peppers anymore. They don't really feel good in me when I eat them. Something goes awry within my throat. Same as when I eat too much tomato. Too much tomato, too much pepper, and too much rice. Something goes wrong in my throat. So I tend to stay away from peppers now. But I used to just raw dog peppers like an apple. I used to have like a big red bell pepper and just bite into it. Loved it. And then all of a sudden, maybe I overdid it. All of a sudden, it would make me feel like my throat was closing up. So I just stopped eating them because if the body says no, the body says no. As I like randomly, when I hit like 28, a bunch of different foods felt wrong for me that I'd always been able to eat. Really weird and unfair because they were some of my favourite things. I used to just eat bowls and bowls of spaghetti with tomato sauce, and I can't do that anymore whatsoever. I can just about get away with a pizza with a small amount of tomato, but if I eat a bowl of pasta with tomato sauce, I feel like I can't breathe afterwards, and it's such a weird reaction. Like I literally feel like my throat closes up. Now, Rooster says, did you watch the fireworks last night? Because those bangs are so hot. That's such a good joke. I love that. I'm embracing the fringe now. She can stay. I like her. Because I have a tendency of over raising I've got overactive eyebrows. Okay, they're like this all the time. They don't need to be like this all the time. And something about having the fringe helps me not raise them so much. And I don't know why. My eyebrows are more relaxed when I've got a fringe on there. It's like they're kind of like checked out. They're like, no one can see us anyway. We can just chill. Whereas the rest of the time I'm like this. And there's no need for me to do that. My poor forehead is going to get awfully lined. So I'm actually now really enjoying the fringe and she can stay. I have to style her all the time. I do have to use a lot of heat on her because I've got curly hair, and having bangs and curly hair is a wild choice. But we're just going with it. We're going with it. Okay, well, anyway, I'm chatty today. I am a chatty. Made to rate, wait, I missed this. Made to rate said, talking about Kentai's necklace, Made to rate says, one of a kind, hand hammered and forged by Kentai for our elven queen. I mean, how great is that? Isn't it just, I love it so much. I love it. It's just beautiful. Wakening One says, bangs, I insist, are one of the 3 most attractive things women can do with their hair. I so agree. I'm such a fan of bangs, but there is such different opinions on this because I know so many people who are bang averse. They do not like a fringe. And I just think fringes look fabulous. It does depend on face shape because if you've got a particularly long face, they look good. Wait, is that how it works? What do bangs do for people? I can't. Okay, there is some science to it. I've seen videos on it. I can't remember. It looks good on certain faces and not so good on other faces. Not sure why. Look, I'm no face scientist. Okay, I'm just a bang wearer. But I tend to think the bangs look good on everyone. I see a bang and I'm like, yeah, that's nice. I vibe with that. Very, very rarely am I like, get rid of the bangs. Very rarely. On the whole, I like a bang, and also forehead protection, forehead warmth. Comfort, fabulousness. What more could you want? But I gotta say, it also drives me insane. I have to cut it every week, pretty much. Yeah, every week. Because you can see, this is like 3.5 weeks worth of growth. So this fringe gets that much longer every 3.5 weeks. So I'm constantly trimming the ends of it. And when it's curly, it's insane. It just sticks upwards like... And yeah. So yeah. Flamenstein says, in my opinion, not all bangs are created equally, just like moustaches and beards. It's very true. It's very true. I got to say, I'm a fan of moustaches. I like moustaches. I think they're really cool. Saying that, Rowan just shaved his moustache, and it is such an improvement. I like the moustache gone. I thought I preferred the moustache on when he had it, and then he shaved it off, and I was like, that is fabulous. Maybe I just like the change. You see, when it comes to appearances, I like change. I got no problem with that. I like a haircut. I like a makeover. I like that kind. I'm very comfortable with that kind of change. But it's different. Honey says, he did slay Rowan, right? He looks so good. It made him just like have a transformed face. Every time he cuts his hair or changes his facial hair, he looks like a totally different person. So I feel like I've got a whole new fiance this week. But I got to say, I'm a fan of not kissing the facial hair. Mustaches really get involved in a kiss. You can really feel them. They go all up in your business. And I didn't realise how much up in my business it was until he shaved it off and I was like, this is amazing. This is the transformed experience. Not as intense as kissing a beard. Kissing a beard and a mustache, now that's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Although the worst of all to kiss is when there's like medium stubble and it just sort of scratches you. It just hurts you. That is not kiss friendly. It's like having a protection to fend off the kisses. But yeah, kissing a proper big mustache, it's just like it gets involved. It wants to be there for the kissing and it wants to be involved in it. And I'm like, get out of here. And now it's gone and I'm very happy. But the look of a mustache, I'm a big fan of. Just think they look awesome. Like a Poirot mustache. How cool is that? Amazing. Flamin Science says getting a mustache, hair up the nose is so startlingly traumatizing. Yes, very true. A mustache, hair up the nose. What more could be? It's so offensive, isn't it? That mustache hair just finding its way up there. IHTFP says, I keep a waxed handlebar mustache. It makes up for the lack of hair on top of the head. I love that. That is so cool. That's such a vibe. Handlebar mustaches are just like, they're just wonderful. It's just a fun accessory. It's a really fun way to accessorize your face. And I just think it's so cool. If I were to grow a mustache, if my face were to produce hair, I would probably make it into a waxed curly majig. And maybe when I'm really old, I will. That does happen. You see, now and then you see an old lady with just rocking a tash. Could be me, could be any of us at any point. Anyway, I digress. Hello, Debbie. It's a pleasure to have you here. How are you, my love? Azrael as well. Bless your face. Hanson, thank you for your 6-month resub. You total sweetheart. Well, okay, let's have another song, shall we? Look, as chatty as I am, we've got to keep me on track here. Look, I'm here to perform songs. I've got a job to do, Beans. You got to hold me accountable. But also, we just have so much to say. Albert Slow says, hello, beautiful lady. Hello, Albert Slow. How are you? Bless your face. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Shall we have... I'm out of breath. I'm tired. I've just not recovered from this mouse debacle this week, you know. It really got me. It got me. And then I was woken up at like 4 a.m. So we caught the mouse on Thursday. You'll have seen in the vlog. And then that next night, Dave woke me up with he needed to go outside. And at 4 a.m. Generally, he doesn't wake me up anymore. He generally sleeps through. But he woke me up and he had a little bit of an emergency at 4 a.m. And something happened last night, but I can't remember what it was. So I feel half asleep. I feel like I've not slept for weeks, and I know I'm spoilt for sleep generally. I get so much sleep. Even last night I had like 8 hours, and I know for most people that's a good night's sleep. It's not enough for me. That's not enough. I need 9 to 10 to feel good, and I've not had that for nights for a week. So I feel starved of the good stuff, which is sleep. If I don't get sleep, I'm cranky. I'm a bad time. I'm not a good time. I'm like walking around like grumbling and just grumbling everything. Just, like inaudible grumbles under my breath. Sorry, thank you, Shocker. You keep me in line, Shocker. You keep me in line. You got to keep yelling at me till I start singing, okay? It's got to happen. I'm gonna need some capital letters in these sentences to keep me. You need to shock me into singing. Okay, right. Hello, Guna. Hello, Andy. Hello, Jericho. It's a pleasure to have you here. Let's have. Did I pick a song already? I don't think I did I? Oh, I shouldn't have talked about being tired. I've given myself the yawns. Let's go for... Okay. This is Night Call by Kavinsky, I believe is the original. Right, Bean, let's go. Hi, Ghost. How are you, my sweetie?
I'm giving you night call to tell you how I feel. I'm gonna drive you through the night and down the hill. I'm gonna tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dumped, but have no fear. There's something inside you, it's hard to explain. There's something inside you, boy, but you're still the same. I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel. I'm gonna drive you through the night and down the hill. I'm gonna tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's done, but have no fear. There's something inside you, it's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel. I'm gonna drive you through the night and down the hill. I'm gonna tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's done, but have no fear.
Night Call by London Grammar for the second song of the show. How are we 48 minutes in and I've only sung 2 songs? What am I doing? I'm too chatty today. I need reining in. Hello, model as hang on, wait. Model sign. Welcome in. Wow, why can't I speak? Saying your name just broke my brain. Madonna sign. You say, haven't seen you forever. Miss the songbird of our generation. You're too kind. How are you, my love? It's a pleasure to have you here. Just Me Dean says, Creep, question mark. I can absolutely play you Creep. I fancy some Radiohead right now, for sure. Creep by Radiohead. Whoa, I just put my finger in a candle. Didn't even flinch. I'm just used to it at this point. Okay, right. Radiohead coming up next. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special.
but I'm a creep, and I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so very special. I wish I was special. But I'm a creep, and I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. No, she's running out the door. She's running out. She'll run, 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 run. She'll run. Whatever makes you happy. Whatever you want. You're so very special. I wish I was special, but I'm a creep, and I'm a widow. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. Oh, I don't belong here.
By Radiohead, that was Creep. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for your lovely messages in chat. Dominique is here. Dominique, I've not done my nails today. And I thought of you when I didn't do them. I looked at them this morning and I was like, oh gosh, I hope I get a chance to paint my nails today. And I was like, I've got to, because I'm going to stream. And what if Dominique's there? I've got to have my nails done, because Dominique is a fellow appreciator of nail varnish. In fact, Dominique has supplied me with 90% of my nail varnish stock. And I didn't get around to doing it. They are buffed though. They're buffed and they're cared for. Because I took off all, you know what I did yesterday? I took off a red and it, wait, where are you? Which camera are you on? That one. I took off my red and it stained my nails a bit. So I buffed them and made them look all nice. But I did not paint them yet. And I don't know what colour I'm going to do next. But it's going to be one of Dominique's ones, I can tell you that. I just don't know which one next. Something pale, I think. I think it's time for a pale colour on my nails. Attorney says, Dominique on her way to Venus right now for a manicure. I wish. That would be a magical thing. That would be magical. Raz says, those are astoundingly well cared for nails for someone who lives on a climbing wall. Thank you, Raz. Well, they're very, very short. They don't actually look great up close. I don't know how I can show you them any closer because this is the focus point. They're very short. And so when you have nails this short, it's pretty easy to care for them. because all you got to do is buff them. I don't think I can really show you the state of my nails, but they don't look very glamorous. I don't have very glamorous nails, but I often keep them painted, which makes them look glamorous no matter what. But yeah, my hands have gotten slowly stronger and stronger, which has meant that they don't look so nice. The stronger my hands get, the less dainty and ladylike they look, but they're so functional. These bad boys can do so much. I can now hold my body weight on a 5 mil edge and do a pull up. What is a 5 mil? Or do I mean a 10? I think I mean a 10. Do I mean mil? Oh my God, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like a tiny little ledge like that, that's like that far away from the wall, I can do a pull up on, because my fingers are now unbelievably strong. These things are so strong, but they don't look so good as they used to, because they're getting stronger and stronger. The stronger your fingers get, the thicker they get, and so I'm just getting these thick, strong fingers, which is not what every girl wants. But at the same time, I'm trying to change my mindset from this is not what every girl wants to this should be what every girl wants, because strength is beautiful. So the stronger I'm getting, I'm just trying to change my mindset. I think growing up with like the Disney era, you sort of, we're not taught to be the classic programming for a young girl, at least a young girl born in the 90s and probably before, is that you need to be a helpless, flimsy damsel in distress, and that strength is not ladylike. Whereas now, at this point in my life, I'm realizing how freaking beautiful and wonderful it is to be strong. And so I'm changing all of my internal role models to strong women who can do stuff, and finding that beautiful, because it's freaking awesome. It's great being able to be strong and feel powerful in your body. And I remember when I was younger, really having a complex, being worried about getting too muscly or too strong, like visually. I remember that being a big conversation amongst the girls who I was friends with in my teens. They'd be like, "Oh, you don't want to get too muscly, careful." And I remember one of my friends having the most fabulous six-pack. She was honestly incredible. And I remember at that point, that was just not desirable for a woman. It was just not seen as something, at least where I grew up, in the media that we were consuming, was that, a six-pack isn't really what you want. I remember her being ashamed of it and not wanting to show it, be like, "Oh no, my midriff is too muscly." And I remember being like, just looking at it and being like, "You look phenomenal, like what the heck?" And at this point, I feel like definitely muscle and strength is becoming more of an accepted thing, but it's definitely grilled into my subconscious that it's not something that that as a lady that you're supposed to do. But let's change that, and I need to stop my subconscious coming out and saying things like, "Oh, this is not a ladylike hand anymore." You know what? This is a very ladylike hand. The stronger it gets, the more ladylike it is. How about that? Right. Dominic says, "Strong women are awesome. I love female wrestlers like Rhea Ripley." Am I saying that name right? Rhea, or maybe it's Rhea. Yes, right. It's awesome. It's such a like instinctively, it's a beautiful thing to see somebody who's really, really strong. And I think like because it means they're healthy, and that's it. And health is a wonderful thing to see. But it's definitely a mindset that's changing for everyone, I think, slowly. But when I was younger, it was not the done thing to be a really strong and that being like part of the aesthetic of you as a woman. But look, I think it's all changing. So anyway, and moving on from that into some sort of, I don't know what we should have now. I don't know. Should we go for an original? Probably should. I feel like I can't do too much with this voice today. It's fine, doesn't hurt, but I can feel the limit. I can feel it's got a limiter. There's a I'm not going to be able to go crazy with my song choices. Nothing too belty, I think, because that could just tip us over the edge. We don't want to do that. Wake No One says, "Having spent 3 decades in Kung Fu," wow, that's amazing. "I can tell you that women, when they develop strength, tend to get density, whereas men tend to get bulk. So one does not get masculine when one gets strong as a female." So true. You become denser and denser. This is something I've noticed. I am dense, and that's the word Rowan uses for me all the time when he tries to pick me up, which he tries to pick me up most days, which he shouldn't do, especially right now because he's got a bad back. He's always like, "You are surprisingly dense," and I'm like, "I know, I'm solid all the way through." I'm like a wall. I can make myself impossible to pick up. I don't know if this is just like, I've always felt like this is a superpower that I've got, where if you try and pick me up, I can make it so that you can't. I can make like super gravity happen when I stick to the ground. But yeah, it's very true. You become incredibly dense the stronger you get as a woman. It's like all that strength is just like packed in there. You become like, I don't know how to explain it, but dense. That's exactly it. Just go dead weight. Yeah, I don't know. I don't exactly know what it is, but I feel like I can go more than dead weight. I can just stick to the floor. And I've tested it a lot of times with Rome where I've got him to try and pick me up and I'm like sticking to the floor. I'll show it to you in a vlog. I'll film it this week and I'll put it in one of the vlogs. I'll go dead weight and try and get him to pick me up once his back is really recovered. It's a lot better today, so hopefully it gets better and better. Maid says, I think when people tell me, hang on, I've lost it. I think when people tell me I'm surprisingly dense, they're not referring to my muscles. Maid to raid, they most certainly are. Okay, they're referring to muscles. That's all they're referring to. That's what I take it as every time. I'm like, dense? Not my brain, it's my muscles. My brain, no, my muscles. It's just my muscles. Flamencai says dead weight plus no bones, very difficult to pick up. Well, true. I do, of course, go entirely boneless for those moments where I go dead weight and impossible to pick up. Part of my party trick. Hey Dee, how are you, my lovely? It's a pleasure to have you here. Right, my beautiful beans. I need to sing a song. Look, you gotta keep me on track here. I'm a rambler today. I've got a touch of the ramblies about me. Let's have which one's nice and chill and gentle for the old voice. Should we have Survive? Oh, let's have Survive. This is one of my newer ones. And this one is released, so you can listen to this one as many times as you like. This one, in fact, was featured as BBC Introducing Song of the Day. This is my news of the year. I'm going to be milking this bit of news all year long. So here we go. This is Survive.
I'm sad for no reason, it has stopped me sleeping. I kept all these feelings inside. I can't stop the bleeding, I'm endlessly needing somebody like you in my life. But you don't exist, and I'm not sure that you ever did. I'd save a kiss, but somebody had bound both my wrists. Oh God, could this be the answer that I'd always missed? We're alone in the dark to learn to survive. I lost the direction that inner reflection would usually bring to my life. I'd made you the reason that I wasn't sleeping. Myself, I still have to remind that you don't exist, and I'm not sure that you ever did. I'd saved a kiss, but somebody had bound both my wrists. Oh God, could this be the answer that I'd always missed? We're alone in the dark to learn to survive. But I don't want this pain. I don't want to be sane. I just want the light. How can this be madness? Avoidance of sadness. I don't want to fight with you. Don't exist, and I'm not sure that you ever did. I'd saved a kiss, but somebody had bound both my wrists. Oh God, could this be the answer that
an original song of mine. That one is called Survive, and it is released, so you can listen to that over and over and over again. Talking of songs that I've released, excuse me, how did I forget this? Yesterday was a single release day. I released my cover of One More Light by Linkin Park. And we're going to be releasing the video for that as well, because it was taken from a live Twitch performance, like this one right now, just like that. And that's where we took the performance from and made into a single. So we've actually got the original video that we're going to be releasing along with the song on YouTube on Monday. We thought we'd do it on Monday to encourage plays on Spotify and the different streaming platforms over the weekend. And then we would do what does that button do? None of us know what that button does. Anyway, what am I talking about? Wow, I'm distractible today. Yeah, so the video is coming out on Monday, is the long and short of it. Oriage says, I'd like to speak specifically to this woman. You've got the floor. Go for it. Now, Paul, how are you, my love? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Shall we have... Steiner says, has the mouse situation been resolved now? Yes, it has. I realised in the vlog that I uploaded at the end of the Thursday stream, I said that was the one with the mouse battle ending. That was a mistake. That wasn't the one with the mouse battle ending. It was the next one. And so the one I posted yesterday has got the resolution of the mouse battle in it with footage. I'm so glad. I'm just hoping no more turn up. I really hope no more turn up. We've driven that one far enough away now that I really hope we've driven it far enough away, and we left it out there with food and everything. So yeah, I think so is the answer to that, but you just never know. They keep getting in. We haven't got obviously a secure kitchen. It's getting into the kitchen through some mystery hole. It must be somewhere under the kitchen cabinets because it's not got a secure skirting board in the kitchen, so mice can just wander in. If there's a hole back there somewhere, they can just wander into the kitchen. Maytori says that lucky mouse got an all expenses paid trip to Wales. Honestly, I should have probably driven it that far. I only drove it about 2 miles away, but that felt like so far. And I wanted to put it near a water source, so I put it near a reservoir and put down loads of bird feed. And I wanted it to survive because I read some information that said that if you take a mouse away, they've got very small chance of surviving if you take them away from where they were. And that said because of food sources and water sources. So look, we put it somewhere. It said if you're putting it somewhere where there's lots of things for it to forage, it'll be fine. Which we've done. I mean, I live in the countryside. Surely mice are going to be absolutely fine. But it did say it's very stressful for them to be moved. So I just felt so bad. I was like, oh, I don't want to stress out this little mouse. I don't want to do that to it. Oh, look at that ride! Hi, Liz. Oh my God. What an absolute angel. Beans, you know Liz. You love Liz. And if you've not met her yet, you will know her and you will love her if you go and press follow right now. Liz is a fantastically talented streamer. She does singing and gaming. She's just a gift to us all. Liz, how are you? How was your stream? Welcome to your beautiful audience. You're all very welcome here. You've got such a lovely audience. Every time you come and do a raid, so many people press follow. It's such a lovely vibe. You're always just got good vibes around you. So welcome in, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you here. If you've not met me yet, hi, my name is Venus and I'm a musician from England. And I sing a mixture of original songs and covers on my streams. I do music streams 3 times a week and I do a gaming stream on a Tuesday. The gaming stream is a recent addition and I've been doing mainly Fortnite because that's my favourite game. But I'm about to start introducing some other games, but I just don't really know what's good or how to play anything else other than Fortnite. Fortnite is my happy place, okay? Look, I know it's not the coolest game, but I love it. I love it. It's cool to me. And I just bought the coolest skin of frickin' what's her name? What's her name? Isn't that good? I guess so. Or Sabrina Carpenter. I just got the coolest Sabrina Carpenter skin. Hi, Dad.
How about playing the new people, the single, and then you can rest?
What a good idea.
You can chat.
What a great idea. So my dad says to me, well, look, you just had a whole load of people come here and you just had a single release. Why don't you play that single to them? I would love to. I would love to play the new single. So yesterday I released a new single of a Linkin Park song. It's called One More Light. And I'd love to play that to you. And I'll just hop into chat and I'll chat with you all and chat whilst we listen. And you can, of course, listen to this on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all the different musical streaming platforms. And on Monday, you'll be able to listen to it on YouTube as well, because we're going to release it with a video on there. So here we go. This is One More Light, if I can find it. Where are you, One More Light? I know you were hiding in my playlist. There you are. Okay, here we go. I'm going to hop into chat. I'm going to join you, and I'll put on my brand new single.
Should have stayed were the signs I ignored. Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things we can have but can't keep, they say. Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. The reminder, pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. Oh, and you're angry, and you should be. It's not fair. Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, well, quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Out in the sky of a million stars, it flickers, flickers. Who cares if someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, well, quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Well, I do.
Hell yeah. Released yesterday, that was my cover of One More Light, and that was a live performance done here on Twitch and TikTok, and in just a performance taken from a live stream, and then Beaver Baz took it into the studio and he added the strings and just those little extra touches to pad it out and make it feel more fabulous. And now it's yours. Now you can listen to that on all of your playlists as much as you like, forever, or for as long as we have computers and the ability to play music. Kana, it's a pleasure to have you here. Leroto Fodon, welcome in. Divine Spark, how are you? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Hey, Fianda. Hey, Evangelo. Hey, Blaine Train. Thank you. Say, what an outstanding voice. Holy moly. Thank you so much. Bless your face. Maid Terrain says, Beaver Baz, production champ with a 100-bit chip. Thank you, Maid. He truly is. My dad, you just give him something and he just takes it into the studio and just turns it into something magical. Rooster says, I recorded it to vinyl, so we're good for a while. Thank goodness. We've got to do all of it. Vinyl, cassette, CD. What else is there? What other ways of listening to music have we had? I don't know. gramophone? Is that what it's called? I think gramophone was... What was a gramophone? Did it have a disc? How did a gramophone work? Oh gosh, I don't know. Apos, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Tommy and Zello, welcome in. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Zofo, thank you for your 30th month. Attorney says, get an 8-track. Beaver Baz when Beaver Baz started to be a producer in the, what was it, Dad? The 80s? I'm going to say it was the 80s when he first became a producer. He was recording on an 8-track, right? Steiner says 6 months went so fast. Oh my God, 6 months. Looking forward to the next 6 months and the next 6 years after that. Steiner, bless your face. Thank you for resubscribing for the last 6 months. You are such a treasured being. I love you to bits and pieces. Beaver Bass says 80s, yes, the 80s. Made to Raid, thank you for the 100-bit Tuesday. Beaver Baz became a producer at age 12. To be fair, he probably did. I wouldn't be surprised. For the first few weeks of Beaver Baz being a producer, he was spending more money on the tickets for the train to get to the studio than he was making money. He was spending more on travel than his paycheck was. And that was when he was what did you call it? A tape boy. So before he became a producer, he was sort of in the training station as a tape boy. Is that what you call it? I'm sure that's what you call it. And then he learnt the ropes and worked his way up the ranks, and then you get a tape operator, not a tape boy, huh? Tape operator. Spattercat says, hello, wonderful Miss Lady Venus. Sorry, I've been quite a bit out of sorts today. Oh, I'm so sorry. But it didn't feel right not to say hi. I'm in a really bad pain flare. No. But One More Light has been giving me life for 346 plays. I love you, Miss Venus. I love you so much, Spattercat. I'm so sorry you're in pain. Being in pain is one of the most exhausting things ever. I'd forgotten how tiring it is. I just had a toothache for a couple of days this week. I was so just wiped out by it, and I remembered just how tiring pain is. I hadn't had any pains for a while. And then whenever you get pain, it's just so exhausting. So I'm sending you so much love. I'm so sorry you're in pain. What an absolute... It's just not fair. It's not fair that has to happen to you, and I'm so sorry it does. Scotty from Germany, thank you for your 53rd month. Bless your face. Thank you. A real human being says, late Liz Raid. A real human being. I'm so happy to have you here. Bless your face. Thank you for coming over with that beautiful Liz Raid. Liz is just an angel, and I love her to bits. Okay, right. I'm going to play for you... Kentai, thank you for gifting a sub to a real human being. How did this is so weird. I had all of these custom and they've just changed, like out of the blue. I've got to go into Streamlabs and sort out what's going on there. I guess it's just a sign that I've got to make all new ones. I think it just needs a little redesign. I'm kind of like enjoying the ones, the standard ones that are coming up because I'm not used to seeing them. Okay, right. Anyway, let's have, for the next song of the stream, a little bit of, let's go for, let's have Blue Jeans by Lana Del Rey. I think there's a mild naughty word in here. I think. Just official swear word warning, just in case. I think it's nothing bad, but a little bit of something. Palm Tree, thank you for the gifting. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being so kind. Here we go. This is Lana Del Rey. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is Lana Del Rey. Blue Jeans. Not the right key, is it? No. Maybe that's the right key. I'm not 100% sure. Let's just see. Let's just try a bit of it. Blue jeans, white shirt,
Walked into the room, you know you made my eyes burn. It was like James Dean, for sure. You so fresh to death and sick as cancer. You were sort of punk rock, I grew up on hip-hop. You fit me better than my favorite sweater. And I know love is mean and love hurts, but I still remember that day we met in December. Oh baby, I will love you till the end of time. I would wait a million years, promise you'll remember you were mine. Baby, can you see through the tears? Love you more than those bitches before. Say you'll remember, say you'll remember. Oh baby, I will love you till the end of time. Big dreams, gangster. Said you had to leave to start your life over. I was like, no please, stay here. We don't need no money, we can make it all work. But he headed out on Monday, said he'd be home Sunday. I stayed up waiting, anticipating and pacing, but he was chasing paper, caught up in the game that was a lost art. I will love you till the end of time. I would wait a million years, promise you'll remember that you're mine. Baby, can you see through the tears? Love you more than those bitches before. Say you'll remember, say you'll remember. Oh baby, I will love you till the end of time.
Blue Jeans by Lana Del Rey. I feel like my voice wants to be in a low range. She wants to be minorly sultry today. What's that song that I added to the song list last year, Dad? By Metallica. Nothing Else Matters. Answered my own question. God, you know what just came up as a suggestion when I typed in nothing? That's Nothing Compares to You. Is that the It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took my love away? Is that? Why is it saying Chris Cornell? Is that what that's called? Nothing Compares to You. Oh my God, what's my brain doing? Surely it is. Sinead O'Connor. Yeah, right? What? Why isn't it coming up when I type in Nothing Compares? What is going on? There it is. This is a cool song. I just totally distracted myself from Metallica, however. But look, let's just have a look at this, because this would be a really nice one to add. This is a great song. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing compares. No, I'm not there yet. Hang on. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing. I said nothing can take away these blues. Is that line? I think it is. Yeah, that is it. But nothing, I said nothing can take away these blues. 'Cause nothing compares to you. This is such a sick song. Why have we not got this on the song list? Is it the same for the second verse? It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy I see, but they only remind me of you. I went to the doctor, guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Let's just do that doctor line again. Went to the doctor, guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Is the very last, is the outro the same? I think it is, it must be. All the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I'm assuming this is all the same tune. I know that living with you, baby, was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give you another try. Whoa, goes to an 8, what? But I'm willing to give you another try. Must do that. 'Cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. I forgot about that high part. Nothing compares to you. No, nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Freaking love this song. We just have to listen to that one line. The doctor part, because I can't remember. I'm not sure it does. So I went to the doctor. Guess what he told me? Right, let's just have a little listen, Beans. We're doing a little live learn. Live learns are now becoming a really fun part of the show. I got to say, I'm kind of vibing with live learns. Nothing compares to you. Oh my god! And now this time, when I typed nothing, it wanted me to do nothing else matters. So we want to get to the. We want the lyrics. Have they not uploaded them? God damn. What the hell? When is this working? Hello, Spotify. Wow, my Spotify just will not. Perhaps it's playing on a different device? What the heck? I keep having this with my Spotify where it just sort of loses its mind until I turn off and on my airplane mode. Right, you gonna work now? Yeah, airplane mode problem. Lonely tears from falling. I was forgetting these bits of tune. Go wrong. I could put my arms around every boy I see. Oh, boy. Wow, this is very different from how I was remembering it. Jeez, this is good I got this out. Nothing can stop. You here. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? Arms around every boy I see, but they only remind me of you. Do, 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 do. Right, this is the part. Right. I went to the doctor and guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? Right. I went to the doctor, guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool. I forgot about the high thing. Right. 'Cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Okay, we're cooking. We are cooking. Right. It's been so lonely without. Nope. God, I don't know why that doesn't make sense to me. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy I see, but they only remind me of you. I went to the doctor, guess what he told me? Guess what he told me? He said, girl, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares. Nothing compares to you. Hell yeah. Got a long instrumental section. Jeez, I forgot about that. Right. All the flowers that wow, what the heck? Oh, that was a bit of a shocker, that one. How she said, Mama, all the flowers that you planted
planted, Mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. All the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. Do 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 do.
Wow, I'm getting surprised every time.
I know that living with your baby was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give you enough.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But I'm willing to give it another try, 'cause nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you.
Whoa, this has been a wild ride. I think we got the parts. I think we can officially say this is part of the song list. That whole end section, there were just parts where she goes up that I'm not expecting it. I keep thinking it's going to be the same all the way through, but it's just not. Freaking cool song. Freaking hell yeah. We're adding that to the song list. She's staying. I'll keep listening to it this week so that I can really hone that in. Beans, what the heck? This is what happens when I live learn. Time just disappears into oblivion, and I have to go because I'm going to a barbecue. So I can't even. I wish I could stay longer, but I literally have to go. That high note, right? That high note. I think we should just try and sing it through once before I go, right? We've got to. Maytre says it's pretty basic, but she does some vocal gymnastics in places to jazz up. Yeah, it's like it feels like it's the same the whole way through, but it actually she just does a bit of. She had some here and there, which gives me a bit of a shock. Look, just once. We'll just go through it once, or maybe I should play another song, seeing as we've just done that like 1,000 times, and we'll let that seep in, and I'll play another song to end the show. Maybe that makes more sense. What do you think? Juki says, where are the earrings from? These were a gift from one of you beautiful beans. Our very own Tegroff sent me these, and they come from a shop called Lally Malu. That's Lalimalu, Lally Malu, I think. And she's a independent craftswoman. She does incredible things. And she hand makes these. Lally Malu. Okay, right. Let's have to end things. Turg. I love that typo. Turg. We miss Teg. We do. We miss Teg every time we don't have Teg in chat. We miss Teg. Teg, we love you. Don't know if you can hear us, Teg, but we love you. Let's play a song for Teg to see us out. Which one does Teg love? Teg loves. He loves Part of Me. He loves The Hush. Should we have The Hush? Let's go for The Hush. Let's have an unconventional end to the show. Here we go. This is an original of mine. The first song I ever wrote. I wrote this when I was 15 years old. Here we go.
A tear provoked by the silence, it fell down, coming ever closer to the ground, the same ground that we used to walk together. Whisper, a sign to show there's someone else right there, just trying to make its own way through the air, the same air that we used to breathe together. is slipping away without you, and time is slipping away tonight. The hush, the perfect still of all that's said and done. We wait here in the quiet, we will run. The quiet speaks much louder than your heart. And though it's hurting me, and though it breaks my heart to see a tear provoked by the silence falling down, coming ever closer at the ground, the same ground that we used to walk together. And time is slipping away without you, and time is slipping away tonight.
For the last song of the show, that was an original of mine called The Hush, and that one is actually released, so you can listen to that one across all the... No, it's not released. You cannot listen to that one. I absolutely am telling you filthy lies. But you know what is released? This.
Can I help you not hurt anymore?
And that is One More Light by Linkin Park. I released that yesterday as an official single release, so you can listen to that one as many times as you like. Thank you, Coca-Cola, for your kind gift. Thank you to all of you who've been gifting so beautifully. Thank you, Twitch Peter Gaming, for that raid. Bless your face. How was your stream, my lovely? Thank you so much. Bless all of your faces, Beans, for such a wonderful Saturday show. I just had the best time. Major Raiders, lies! I don't know what to believe anymore, right? It was a totally accidental lie, but a lie nonetheless. Thank you, everybody, for just everything. I love you so much. I've had the time of my life. And we're going to do it all again tomorrow, 4 p.m. GMT for the Sunday show, my favourite show of the week. So let's go do a beautiful raid. This afternoon, we are going to go and raid. Who have we got live today that we can take you beautiful beans over to? We're going to go and raid today. Well, look. We haven't for a couple of weeks, and I miss him. Let's go see the absolutely phenomenal Jonathan Ong. Beans, I know you're going to have a wonderful rest of your afternoon with Jonathan. He is an outstanding musician and streamer. Top quality show every time. Pure entertainment. So my beautiful beans, I love you all so much. Thank you to my outstanding moderators for taking such excellent care of me and every one of these beans. I will see you all tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. BST. Until then, I miss you already. I love you so much. Over and outro.
Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it. So comes a tune to the color of you. Does it seem to